Hello again, YouTube, and I'm back with another video here. And here was the result of one of the projects, my little household projects that I've completed recently. And this is, as you can see, this is a portable AC unit. And I've had this unit for a number of years. And, it's pretty good, not bad. It's an LG. And this is meant to be, piped out of a window, but I kind of wanted to modify that a little bit so that I can, pipe it up into the attic. And as you can see here, see the back, I've got it, clamped on really pretty good, and I got it just, piped into the attic. Now the idea is during the summer, as opposed to running the big HVAC unit or some window unit, I'm gonna run this. It's not plugged in right now, and so with this with the 500 amp hour battery bank that I hopefully I'll get to, I'll be able to hopefully run this at night. This is one of the tests that I'm going to determine whether or not I have enough battery capacity to run this thing all night long with my nickel-based battery bank. Okay, all right, stand by, YouTube. Hello again, YouTube, and I'm back with a video here. I just couldn't resist this one to show you folks what I've got. This is a Samsung Galaxy that I recently purchased, and I recently found out that this thing is magnetic. You can see that that it's literally it's stuck to my ultra capacitor bank right here. It's magnetic, and so it's so I actually have a panel. In the industrial world, we call that like a touch panel. And you can see this is my monitoring application that I developed, and it's also you can download it to your iPhone, and you can download it to an Android device as well. So I've developed it. I made some improvements. So you can see right here that my battery voltage is 26.14. There's obviously nothing coming in. This is my current state of charge. Now, if you look at the trimetric here, I mean they're close. They're close. But if I had to trust the readings, like this right here is 26.1, and this is my RMS meter here, and this is my battery voltage is 26.1. So this is true RMS, and this right here is true RMS. So the trimetric is off by a little bit, not by much, by just one. I've got about 20.1 amps coming out of the bank, and you can see that it's pretty close. It's pretty close. So this is and you can say, well, my stored amp hours until I've got the software is still set for 400 amp hours, and so I need to kind of adjust that as soon as I get a good reading of what I actually have. Now this is the cool part. Let me show you. I'm gonna go back on grid. Okay, so I go back on grid. All right, now I want to know what the system is doing, so I just simply come over here and let's see. I change that status information, and you can see what my system is doing. It says, oh, wait a minute here, since I'm going back on grid, I need to go back in bulk mode. I don't want it to do that, so I'll switch it. Okay, this is my AC support mode here, a big switch, and I just simply do something like this. And I changed it to AC support mode. And let's go back to the Connex system information. Okay, and so now I'm in grid support mode, so it's out of bulk. And let's see, let's go back here. Okay, and you can see at this point I'm still off grid. I can, obviously I have full control. Anywhere I have internet access, I've got access to do what I need to do. So these are some additional screens that I developed. Okay, like these are commands that I can actually issue to my inverter to make it do stuff. And this is just a reference screen. And this gives me information as far as what the Connext, the Connext SW actually thinks is going on. Let me turn off this light. So the battery voltage, it thinks that the battery voltage is 25.30, which, that's not really accurate. It says 25.27, but the trimetric is 25.4. And as far as, this is the amperage as far as the DC current that's going to the system, and the DC power that's going up there, according to the Connext. Let's go back to the total system, and so this screen right here is pretty accurate. So my battery voltage is 25.6. I'm pulling about 39 amps. And one of the things that I really like about this too is I have the ability to check, whether or not I have some alarms. I've set this software here. I've programmed it to let me know certain things, like if my state of charge gets low to a certain point, if I can just select the thing. I'm trying to select the history, and it's kind of hard with my fat fingers. Okay, well, it's not showing me anything, but I can also do trending, like battery statistics. You can see I can do some trending on that. Let's see, let's go back to the total system, and I'm trying to look at some history. Yeah, well, I have no history right now, so I'm good. Okay, but anyway, this is my Samsung Galaxy. It's connected, it's magnetic, so I can come out here with this thing, put it up there, and kind of do stuff with it. I mean, it is actually pretty cool. Okay, and this is my monitoring application that I developed. I can just simply come over here. I can either go back up there, and it pretty much gives me the same menus, but I like just doing it this way because it gives me bigger options. I can check out the TriStar charge controller information. If I want to see the Midnight Classic charge controller, okay, that'll give me information. Let's see, and then I can obviously, if I wanted to control whether or not my inverter can go, to enable or disable grid support. I just put a big button there. So I can also put other commands or other command buttons on the system if I wanted to reboot the inverter, put it in standby mode. But the chance of me accidentally hitting those buttons are too great, so I decided not to put them on there. So I just want that one button if I want to go into inverter in grid support mode. Let's say it's a really, really sunny day, and I'm not at the house, and I'm like, what? Let me take advantage of that sun, so I could turn it on AC support mode. And also, if, let's say for instance, the weather turns bad or something, and it gets really, really cloudy, and I need to charge those batteries up, and I need to take it off AC support mode, then the AC support is basically hybrid mode, where it's going to get some power from the grid, but the majority of the power is going to come from my battery bank. So essentially, I can I can, like, for instance, let me just show you. Like, I'll just hit this big button. It turns it off, and I'll come back and I'll just check out the Connext information, and you can see that I'm back in AC pass-through. Everything is good to go. I'm feeding about 419 watts to the house at 2 amps. This is what's coming from the utility, and but if I go back to AC support mode, and I go back to Connext SW info, you can see it go back, and then now this is coming from the utility, and this is what's going into the house. So you can see there is some still coming from the utility, but the majority is coming from my battery bank, and that's what I want right now. And it will continue to do that until the voltage gets down to 22 volts. and I can continually monitor that through this. And so you can kind of see, you know, this is how my system works, and this is how I can monitor and control it away from, you know, all of this stuff right here. And so I think this is really, really cool. The Samsung Galaxy, the fact that it, you know, literally again is magnetized on the back and stuck, you know, to this, to the back, some metal object. That's awesome. Just be aware that don't put your credit cards near the thing, because you know they'll demagnetize your credit cards, or your debit cards and stuff like that, or your IDs. So you know you don't want to put this in a purse or something, with all your other stuff, or right next to your wallet, possibly. But anyway, just wanted to show you that because I thought that was like absolutely cool. Okay, take care, you two.